My lips are stained purple, aren't they? They're purple. The colour purple. Up my fingers. Look, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Viewer, I'm bleeding. Help me. Look, there's all the blood. I'm bleeding. Beautiful mulberry juice. That's why they give it to their babies, don't they, the blackbirds? My lips are stained purple, aren't they? They are. They're all purple. Right, my fingers. And now it's time again for the ripe mulberries. That time of year. Just in the spring sunshine. I've been giving them plenty of water because I know that as the weather gets warmer, they're inclined to abort the fruit. If I give them a bit of extra water, they don't abort the fruit. So many of them. Not just for us, but for the birds as well. The blackbirds love them. You often see the yellow beaks of the blackbirds all stained purple. They like them. And of course, yes, the blue-tongued lizards like fruits. A blue-tongued lizard will nibble at those. Look at all the beautiful fruits that fall off. The blue-tongued lizards will make the most of those. Look at all those windfalls everywhere. These are ones that fall off before they're fully ripe, so there are plenty on the tree for us and for the birds. The ground is strewn with mulberries. Let's just see if we can catch a blackbird. They're sort of up in the tree, on and off, getting mulberries, I suppose for their babies. They seem to be eating mulberries all day long. I don't know what they do with them. Waiting with the telephoto lens, which is always extra shaky. There's something going on way up there. There's somebody up high. Someone's doing something up there. They're there somewhere. All the mulberries have been washed clean by the rain, so I don't have to worry about them being dirty or anything, do I? That one's a bit firm. I like them with a bit of redness still left in them rather than too soft. Look, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Viewer, I'm bleeding. Help me. Like, that one's a bit too ripe for me, really. Let's have a go at it anyway. It's sweeter. Look, there's all the blood. I'm bleeding. Beautiful mulberry juice. That's why they give it to their babies, don't they, the blackbirds? It's good to have several mulberry trees, and with the berries ripening at different times. These ones are still green on this mulberry tree, so that means I'll have an extended period of eating, won't I? And so will the blackbirds. There's more. They're not ripe yet, so it's good to have a range. Unripe ones. Unripe mulberries. This old mulberry tree here is dead. It was not an ordinary sort of mulberry, this one. It had strange harlequin mulberries on it. They were harlequin coloured. which was rather strange, I thought. But it's dead now. It died in the drought a few years ago, a very long drought. This mulberry tree is doing nicely in the beautiful spring afternoon sun, isn't it? It's wonderful. It's glorious, isn't it? The wind's blowing, can you hear it? And it's a lovely late spring afternoon. What is it now? Early October, so it's getting on to late spring. There, I'll try that one. I don't mind them a bit underripe. Hicks Fancy, I think it was. Looking up high into the mulberry tree. Listen to the blackbird singing contentedly nearby in another tree. It's been raining through the night, so everything's windy and cool today. Lovely mulberry tree. Lots of bird activity, lots of happiness. So mulberries make a very nice cordial. You simply pick them and give them a rinse, and you just put them in a saucepan, just in the water that you've rinsed them in, or their own dew, and you just shake them about on the stove and they'll start to sweat, and as you keep sweating them they'll start to bleed, and all the juice will come out of them while you sweat them, and then you can start to mash them, and then you can drain off the lovely syrup and add sugar to the syrup, and it makes the most beautiful cordial. All your friends will ask you what that strange fruit is, what the strange fruit is that it came from, and you'll know that it was mulberries, but they won't even know. Mulberries are often the most undervalued fruit because people just let them lie about on the ground, don't they, to rot. Like here. When you get around Sydney, for example, walking along the footpath, you'll find mulberries all over the place, and they're not valued by anybody. And people just walk all over them, and they make their feet sticky and everything, and they're just undervalued. But they're a beautiful, juicy fruit, and they make a beautiful cordial. Lovely. Here's a selfie of me eating a mulberry under a mulberry tree. I'm bleeding, viewer. I'm bleeding. Look, blood on my lips like a vampire. See ya. My lips are stained purple, aren't they? They are. All purple. Like my fingers. Very high in antioxidants, I'll wager. Nice sting. If they're not so ripe, they have a nice sting in them. If you let them go really black, they're less sour. Yummy. You need a mulberry tree. You can get white mulberry trees too. They're called chartreuse. Is that some Arabic name? S-H-A-H or something, T-O-O-T. They're honey sweet, and they're big long white mulberries. Beautiful. And they've got leaves more shaped like a fig tree. The mulberry tree and the fig tree are related. If you break off a mulberry leaf or a mulberry, they often go milky, and milk will come out, and they're related to fig trees and breadfruit trees and what else? Yes, they're all milky. Anyway, that's your lesson in the mulberry tree. Stained lips. Purple. The colour purple. There's the contented blackbird. It's been eating mulberries. Its beak is stained purple. I'm bleeding. Here's another cockatoo. Parrots like them too. See ya.